So for our strategy one, the protecting standing forests are central to the incomes, the biodiversity, and generally the region of East Africa. The problem remains that a lot of the harvesting done is low value, it doesn't have traceability, and it doesn't do the magic for the communities. So in our first approved project for East Africa with the Gatsby Foundation, here we've combined what we call the S-Farm facility into the PDU, which is the Pipeline Development Unit, which is targeted support for making businesses investor ready, combined with the Catalytic Fund, which will eventually fund these business models after we make them work. So it's not simply about protecting forests, it's about putting the mechanics for better production. So this would include group certifications, digital compliance, new revenue streams. So net, we have a much better system which is based on targeted investor readiness and better production models that work better for communities and the forests around them.
1 hectare in East Africa has the production potential of 10 hectares in Europe. We're seeing increased rates of urbanization. All the statistics that are being reported globally tell you about the growth of cities, potentially 10x to 2050. And what that means is that the demand for wood and wood products in things like construction, in furniture, packaging, paper, is only set to grow even further. But looking beyond the domestic market, globally, the great push for getting sustainable materials in these sectors and in more sectors is driving a growth in demand for wood and wood products that cannot be sustained just by the traditional forest growing areas that have been there in the past.
S-Form, which stands for the Sustainable Forestry and Manufacturing Facility, is a new initiative being co-developed and implemented by Gatsby Africa and Criterion Africa partners. The goal of S-Form is to overcome a key gap in the sustainable forestry and timber manufacturing sector, that is access to appropriate capital for early stage businesses and innovations. We see several promising businesses developing innovations in the sector, but they're often finding challenges to scale those business models. This might be related to businesses not quite being investment ready, or capital that is available not being aligned to what these businesses need or their risk profiles. S-Form will address this issue in 2 ways. Firstly, we will provide hands-on technical assistance to support businesses to become investment ready. Secondly, we'll be looking to raise and deploy appropriate capital to support these businesses, typically investments in the range of $1 to $3 million, and with instruments that are matched to what these businesses need. In doing this, we expect S-Form to unlock inclusive growth across the sector. The S-Form facility has 2 components. The first is a pipeline development unit, which will provide the technical assistance on investment readiness. And the second part is a catalytic fund, which will be making the investments to enable the appropriate capital to reach these businesses.
Our journey of, again, taking step by step, improving the value chain, making it work better for customers, creating better quality jobs, connecting small growers into the furniture value chain. It's something we've been working on for the past 4 years now at Tomoko. Starting from designing and testing our first products, then scaling up our timber production process and our furniture production process. And now we're at the stage where we've integrated smallholders for a percent of our procurement, and we're looking now to switch that over 100%. And so we've had a lot of success, but there's also still a lot more impact to be had and a lot more work to do. And a partner like S-Form is exactly who we need to do the things where we see the most opportunity in the future.
We've been very intentional about empowering women on the floor. So we have women operators on the floor, we have women fundis, we have women drivers. So that's the kind of impact I've seen here in this company. When we started, we were less than 200 employees in the company. We are currently surpassing 550 employees. It just shows the right kind of investment from such impact investors, what it can do in the long run in impacting a floor worker who came from casual to an officer, impacting a line from 7 employees to 33 employees, impacting customers from 200,000 to 500,000 just from such investments.